and welcome to the after show.
For episode 12.
Episode 12, yeah.
What have you got here?
Like the last episode, we did the Rogue Sriracha. Give that a little bit of a try. So I figured this episode we'll go with the Rogue Voodoo.
The Voodoo Donut.
Yeah, so these are collaboration beers with Voodoo Donut from Portland, Oregon. Been there myself. It's a fantastic donut shop. If you guys haven't picked up yet, I'm gluten intolerant, can't have wheat and stuff, but I made an exception for this donut place because I've heard about this place for a very long time. And Rogue loves it as well, obviously, because they've partnered with Voodoo Donut to have the... I have the chocolate peanut butter banana ale.
And I have the lemon chiffon cruller ale.
Yeah, so we're going to give this a try. First we'll pour for ourselves.
Sure.
And then we'll taste and give our reviews of each beer. And then we're going to switch.
Sure.
And see if our reviews match up or not.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Now, I think these are seasonal, because I think the chocolate peanut butter banana is going out and the lemon chiffon is coming in.
Yeah, so this one's been out for a while, so this one's on its way out. Very hard pressed to find this one.
I think so.
In fact, this is the last one you found on the shelf, right?
Yeah.
Lemon chiffon's been out for 2 months now.
This one's still easy to find.
And still pretty prominent on the shelves, so yeah. It's a good sound.
Yeah.
I love that sound. So one thing about Rogue bottles, they always make that same sound.
It's a
consistent sound.
In a consistent shape, right? Like,
yeah.
I like their bottles. I really do.
Well, off the bat, it's a very different style of beer. You got more of like a ale style. I've got more of a stout.
Yeah. Which makes sense, I guess. Like, spring's coming, you want the lighter beer.
But they're both ales, right? Mine says ale. Does yours say ale? Yeah, they're both ales. So we have a light ale and a dark ale. So this will be the winter classic going into the spring.
Cheers.
Cheers. It smells so good. It actually reminds me of a smell from when I was like a little kid in like elementary or junior high.
All I can think of then would be pixie sticks.
Like maybe like
pixie sticks.
I'm not sure if it was like Halloween or like Texas Donut Day.
What is Texas Donut Day?
We didn't have Texas Donut Day?
No.
So when I was in school, we had Texas Donut Day. So it was like once or twice a year, the school would like, I don't know like what donut shop or bakery they like joined up with, but a Texas donut is like this donut that's like the size of my face. Like it's literally this big.
Is it like an actual donut?
Yeah, it's an actual donut, like this big. So as a little kid, this thing's like the freaking moon in your face, and you're just like, instead of having a lunch, you just eat a Texas donut. Because you'd be hard pressed to eat the entire thing, like for
and
lunch.
Every student got one.
If they wanted to, it was up to them, right?
Oh,
and it was like
you had to pay for it, or what?
It was like $3 or $4. It was like it's ridiculous. I can't believe you never heard of Texas donut.
Yeah,
man,
we didn't have that.
Yeah, Texas donuts were like the shit. But then they turned into shit. Like in elementary, they were like really good in junior high. But then as I got into high school, like they tried doing that as well, but like they weren't storing them properly, so like they'd be all soggy and like just gross.
You had this like K through 12?
Yeah, man. Junior high was the best because junior high was when it was like the best Texas donuts, and they had Tahiti treat. I don't know if you know about Tahiti treat.
No.
It was like this like pop. You probably know Hawaiian Punch. Hawaiian Punch. Every kid I know, even like your age and down, like they know Hawaiian Punch. They think it's like the fucking greatest thing ever. But Hawaiian Punch didn't hold a candle to Tahiti treat. So I'm a bit older than you. So any viewers out there, if you remember Tahiti treat, you know what I'm talking about. Like this stuff, like once in a while you can find like Amazon or something. A 12-pack will be like $50. Like this stuff is like, it's like at the level of like Crystal Pepsi. You know about Crystal Pepsi,
I
right?
do know about Crystal Pepsi. I never
You probably never
Crystal
had it,
Pepsi.
but you know like the legend
But-
of like Crystal Pepsi,
Yes,
right?
but now that you mention that you can buy this Tahiti tree, whatever it is,
Yeah, but it's
on
not like
eBay.
Crystal Pepsi where it's like a 12-year-old case.
Okay, because that's what
Like
I was,
sometimes
thinking.
like some like gets produced, but like I don't know where it's being. Like I think it's in the U.S. It's based in the U.S. But it's such small like production runs that like there's only so many that get made. So like you have to like get what you can. Of course,
Okay.
us being in Canada, like whoever
Yeah,
does decide to sell it on Amazon or eBay, like of course they're gonna like look for that money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I was thinking it was like the old school, like as if someone had a case of Crystal Pepsi. Because I've seen videos of people drinking like 12-year-old Crystal Pepsi and then puking it up 5 minutes later because it's like.
Wasn't there that guy on YouTube? He's like I think he's from LA. He's like this big buff guy where people challenge him just like to eat like retarded stuff. Like he'll eat like entire pounds of like lard and like he's known for. It's like
He had other videos. I didn't watch them, so I don't know what he does. But I watched that one.
yeah. Like he just does ridiculous things where like he eats insane amounts of whatever, but he works out like crazy, so it kind of works out, I guess.
That is the benefit of working out, is that you can consume all the calories and stuff
Just
you
burn
want.
off all that bad energy. Yeah.
So
after that tangent, let's go back to the beers we're drinking.
So I've had both of these, and while they're both good, I think the lemon chiffon hits the mark better. Maybe comparing them side by side, I'll change my mind once we switch. But the lemon chiffon gives me like the essence of a donut. It tastes like a donut. It tastes more like a donut than a beer because it's quite sweet, quite lemony, very, very lemony. It's not hints of lemon. It tastes like a dessert.
Yeah. I'm actually pretty disappointed with this beer. It tastes more like a chocolate stout. Given it is chocolate, peanut butter, banana. I guess that kind of goes towards that, but it does say an ale. I don't taste banana whatsoever in this. Like it's just not there. And I was really hoping for like even that artificial like banana pudding flavor. I was hoping that would like, if not be equal, like be dominant.
Because banana's a strong flavor, right? So.
Yeah, so I was hoping that it would be like a nice banana flavor with like hints of chocolate and peanut butter, but this is just mostly chocolate, a little bit of peanut butter, but it just reminds me of the stout. I'm not too excited about it. It's disappointing, just like the sriracha beer.
I remember thinking the same thing, but it's been a few months since I've tried it, so let's switch and then see if we agree on each other's opinions here.
Sure. I've sampled this before. When the sriracha beer first came out.
Kool-Aid. Sorry to interrupt. Kool-Aid. This smells like Kool-Aid. Without question.
I've never smelled a Kool-Aid that smelled like that.
Kool-Aid powder.
I'll take your word for it.
It's totally Kool-Aid powder.
Even the smells between these two, like this one just smells so good. Like it has that nice like lemon pudding smell.
Yeah.
Like this has a nice lemon pudding smell. Like lemon meringue pie almost comes off the nose.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like this one's like a liquid donut. It's a liquid donut. You taste the lemon, you taste the cream, you taste the actual like dough of the donut. Like you taste fatty dough in this beer. It's a liquid donut. It's awesome. How do you feel about that one?
I agree with your sentiments. You're a lot of chocolate, tiny bit of peanut butter, and no banana.
Mm-hmm.
I think that being said,
saving that beer would be having a much higher prominent banana flavor in it. That would save that beer. If they had banana pushing through that flavor profile, I think it would save that beer.
At the same time, try something else. Try this beer again, approaching it not as a chocolate voodoo donut ale, just as a dark ale. And tell me what you think. If I just gave this to you without a label, without any knowledge.
Like I said, it tastes like a very good chocolate stout.
Yeah, it's not bad still.
Even like a slight hint of coffee in there.
Yeah.
Like it's a good beer, but I'm just saying, like when you read the label, and
when you
seeing...
see a chocolate peanut butter banana ale, you get excited and you're like, well, actually, most people think, wow, that sounds disgusting. But if you're like me, you get excited and you're like, wow, I want to know what this tastes like.
Yeah.
And you're kind of let down. But if you were to approach it just as a dark ale, it's actually pretty good.
Yeah. I did compare to the Sriracha ale, which Sriracha ale I wouldn't drink past one beer.
Yeah, that's not...
I would drink this again. I would just scratch out the banana. and the ale, and I'd say more like a stout.
Yeah.
It's more like a stout style. Yeah. I'm just let down that it doesn't have that banana flavor in it. I was really hoping for like the banana to come through, but it's just not there.
So which is better?
The lemon chiffon for sure. If you're
agree.
looking for a voodoo donut style beer, the lemon chiffon.
I haven't had voodoo donut, but I'd have to agree the lemon chiffon is better. And
it's the epitome of a donut in a beer. Everything is there.
Yeah.
The dough, the lemon, the cream, all those elements, the sugar, everything is there. It tastes like a lemon chiffon turned into a beer.
Agree, 100%. Yeah.
Cool. That'll do it for our after hours review of another Rogue beer.
Donut.
Cheers.
Cheers. I got the lemon.